and you're trying not to be eliminated at each checkpoint.
Hello,
We're in
hello,
a
chat.
you'll see this in a moment. But
It's
before
me,
we jump
Streamer
in, you're
Man.
saying that we're in a multiplayer
I'm
kind of
here
lobby here. I've
to
got
stream
Coin
for you.
Coffer as my character I've
I
selected.
wasn't sure if I was gonna get up this morning,
If I
but I
control the
decided to
camera
get
with the
up.
right stick, you can see panning around. We've
And
got BK
so I'm here. I'm
really
here to stream.
ready
This
to
is very
go,
distracting with
jumping
having
around,
the treehouse
waiting for the
voices
match
in my
to
ear.
start.
Baby Daisy Donuts.
Yeah.
With the left stick, I can also kind of move Coin Coffer to get him ready. And if I
But I
don't
need
have
to
an
test
item
how
I
the
use
sound
ZL,
is,
I can
so
kinda
that's what
do
I'm
a
doing
little
here.
horn animation here. But since I'm the host, I'm going to go ahead and get us
He needs to be a little
now.
quieter.
And we will be playing, again, like I said, Knockout Tour. We've dialed it up. We're going to be 150cc this time. And we've
Maybe
also
not. Maybe
turned up calm
just a
difficulty to hard.
Just
if
a
you think, we're
twinge
up for it.
quieter.
We gotta
A
ramp it up a
twinge,
little
if
bit
you will.
for Corey and DK. These are no
Yeah,
amateurs here.
you guys are pretty good at this. I want to see a challenge.
I'll take the vote of confidence. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's one of the
I'll
things
see
I
the
love
vote
about
of
this
from
mode.
now
This is my favorite.
So this is the treehouse. This is the
every single
Nintendo
match
treehouse.
Way to this is different because there's so much variation. so much,
This is the Nintendo treehouse
possible things
Go
for
that can
ahead and
change.
go over to
We're gonna go to golden round.
for the Mario Kart World Direct.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
where are we
Oh
going?
yeah, which one is it? Which one is it gonna be?
All right, we're going to
And
go to the...
I just
Oh,
figured I'd have this on in the
there's
background. We'll
flowers.
see what happens. Although it's frozen now because I tabbed out. So
Alright, so as
oopsies.
Corey had mentioned, knockout
Don't worry, it'll
tour
be
is
back.
24 players. We have 2 human players. Everything else will be comms. But as the mode mentions, you'll be knocking
But now that I
players
kind of know how
out
the
at
voice,
each
how the volume
checkpoint.
is,
But what's really
then we
fascinating
can
about
figure it
this
out.
mode is that all of these courses are interconnected. So you're going to go from one to the other. And so right now we're in segment 1. So
There we go.
all these players
All right,
need
we're
to
all good
place
then.
at
We're all good to
20th
go.
or better to make it to the next segment.
You can see the checkered flag in the lower right. That indicates which.
So that's our treehouse. That does not need to be here anymore. We can go right back to waiting for the Nintendo Direct. Hi everybody. What's going on? What's going on this morning? I'm excited to give you my thoughts on Mario Kart World, the Mario Kart World Direct that is taking place here very shortly. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this direct. I love Mario Kart. I obviously love Mario Kart. So I am expecting big things today. I'm expecting big things today, chat. So I'm just gonna change the thumbnail on the stream real quick because it looked stupid. Now it's gonna look a little better. So hopefully that's a touch better. I'm sorry it went black. I'm sorry there's nothing to look at on the stream. Just don't worry about that too much. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I predict for Mario Kart World. We're about 15 minutes away. The direct itself is like 15 minutes. It's very short for whatever reason. Don't know why it's so short. Honestly, I thought it was way shorter than it actually is, but then my buddy pointed out like Mario Wonder, when that came out a couple years ago, had a similar direct that was also very short. So, to be fair, it's not much shorter than that. I also know I don't have a webcam right now, so sorry. You can't actually see my face as I pog or mauled at the announcements. I've been very cautiously optimistic about this game this whole time. I haven't really, I don't know, like, I don't. Okay, here's the thing about me. I don't really love open world games. Okay, I've played a few, and I enjoy open world games for the stories. Some stories in open world games are really good, and I enjoy them for that. But I don't really enjoy open world games in general. I don't like the Like the quest aspect of it, I don't really love just the way that goes. And so when I saw that Mario Kart World was going to be an open world game, I got a little bit worried, a little bit nervous, because um, because I'm just not super interested in that. Which is like I love Mario Kart, but I don't love open world. So, and I especially don't love open world games in which you're just in a car the whole time and you never get to get out of the car. That's another thing that I don't love in games. So, when I found out both of those things, this is an open world game and you're in a car and you can't get out, well, I'm already like, immediately I'm like, okay, like this game is not going to be good. However, it's still Mario Kart, and Mario Kart is really good. Especially 8 Deluxe is, in my opinion, the best Mario Kart game because of the way it controls so well. And so if we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like controls in this game, if the drifting feels like that, if the driving feels like that, it's going to be hard to call this game bad. It's just going to depend here on how much the open world actually takes over the Mario Kart aspects of the game. You can already kind of see it in what we've seen from Treehouse, what we've seen from a good majority of it, is that the track design seems to be taking a hit. Specifically, Grand Prix are no longer just do a track 3 laps, do another track 3 laps, do another track 3 laps, so far and so on. You do the first track for 3 laps, and then you drive to the other tracks, and then you run those for just 1 lap instead of doing it 3 laps, 3 laps, 3 laps, 3 laps like normal. It just means there's so much less actual track, I think, to drive on. You're just not on the tracks very much, and it really hurts the track design, because I think a lot of what I've seen, at least so far, from the driving between bits is that it is not very good. A lot of kind of going in a straight line and holding A type stuff. So that's unfortunate. But of course, we will see when the game drops. I'm not going to make any judgments on this thing before it actually drops. So I'm just prefacing it with this, is that I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous that this thing might be not that good. But we'll see, of course. And this 15-minute direct here is going to be a big deal as we try to figure out what is going on. Let's see. I thought there'd be a way to manage the stream on my phone, but it doesn't seem like there is. So I guess I will not do that. That's fine. Here, hang on a second, chat. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hold on. Hold your horses. There we go. Maybe that'll help a little. I think I'm hungry, chat. I think I'm hungry. All right, sorry. We can go back to staring at this. Also, I think it's really funny how chat is just the chat on the actual direct world stream is going crazy with drop the price. Also chicken jockey, which is kind of awesome. All right, but everyone's been wondering. Everyone wants to know, what does Lucanus Monster think is going to be in the Nintendo Mario Kart World Nintendo Direct? Here's what I think. I think we're going to see every track in the game in an actual like trailer setting. I think we're going to see every track in the game. We've seen every track. We know every track in the game. We know what most of them look like because of videos coming out of the Switch 2 trials so far, like the stuff around the world. So we know what most of the tracks are. We know what all the tracks are, what they're all called, what they and what most of them look like and drive like. But we haven't seen them officially from Nintendo themselves. So I think we'll see every track in the game because there's no reason to not show that. I think we'll get a DLC announcement. Maybe we'll get a DLC announcement. Not entirely sure on that one, but that would be my other prediction, that we'd get a DLC announcement. And I think we'll see the whole roster as well. At the very least, we'll see the roster that was kind of shown previously. And they're going to tell us how to unlock costumes and the differences between costumes. They'll let us know on that. But I think this is going to be mostly focused on the open world aspect. They'll probably announce a story mode to the game. And yeah, I think they'll announce a story mode to the game, and then you'll do the free roam. They'll do a lot of like open world quests, open world stuff you can do in the open world kind of stuff. That's what I think this is going to be primarily focused on. However, I do think we will get confirmation of every track and confirmation of at least all the characters that were in the original Nintendo Direct, the Switch 2 Direct a couple weeks ago. The costume thing is going to be cool. I'm very curious to see how you unlock costumes, why all the costumes are put on separate slots in the character select screen. I would be curious to find out why I'd be curious to find out why cart customization is gone. Cart customization, because I'm not mad that it's gone necessarily. I'm just kind of surprised that it's gone. I want to know. It's gonna be tough. It's tough for me to like. The stuff that I want to know kind of requires me to play it in order to know it. Yeah, it's tough because that's what I want to know. I want to know stuff that you can only really know by playing the game. Which is, it is what it is, but like I want to know how the drifting feels. I want to know what the track design actually looks like, and really all you can do is by playing the game. How does it feel to race the tracks? Well, I can't do that. I can't know that until I play the game. And that's tough. But it is what it is. Yeah. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this Mario Kart World Direct. I wish it was longer. I wish they'd show more. I'm curious to see how intrusive the open world is going to be. Because that's something that I feel like we don't really know yet. There's been rumors of, what I was talking about earlier about Grand Prix mode being you do 3 laps at the first track and then you drive to the other track, and that's essentially the whole race. There was rumors about that being an ability to turn that off, so you could just do the Grand Prix like they've always been done in Mario Kart games, which would be very nice. There's rumors of that. There's rumors there's rumors of this kind of. We've already got the whole roster, the whole base roster announced. I'd be kind of shocked if there wasn't DLC for this game. I don't know if they'll announce it here though. This is Mario Kart's like system, or this is Nintendo's system seller here for the Switch 2. So I'd kind of be surprised if there wasn't DLC announced. I don't know what else. I think that's mostly it. I say a lot, I think. I don't really have any other big predictions, just that I'm cautiously optimistic, and this could make or break my desire to spend $80 on the game. They did also say, I guess they did also say, Doug Bowser has an interview where he says like the $80 price tag is justified, and they're gonna kind of explain why here. So I assume that will be another part of it, that there's just gonna be so much here. But I also kind of expect that $80 price tag is just because it's a huge open world game similar to Tears of the Kingdom, and that's why it's $80. Yeah, because Tears of the Kingdom was also I think it was $80, or maybe it was 70. Either way, Tears of the Kingdom pushed the whole gaming industry forward. It was $10 more. And so I assume Mario Kart is the same thing, just because it's a big open world. However, Mario Kart's open world clearly not going to be as big as Tears of the Kingdom unless they announce like, oh look, we got this other continent, or we got this other thing here. I've also seen it said around that the game has a confirmed 30 tracks. That's what you can see on the world map. I think there's other smaller tracks that are around the world, stuff like Vanilla Lake, which you can see in a treehouse. It's not on the map. It's not like, I don't think it'd be in the game as an official course, but there's definitely inspiration from Vanilla Lake and other Super Nintendo tracks like Ghost Valley. And I think that I've been hearing people say, or I've heard some people say, that 30 tracks is such a small amount. And I was thinking about that myself, and I was like, dang, 30 tracks does seem small when you think about it. But then I realized that 8 Deluxe is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has 90, what does it have, like 96 tracks, I think. And that game has 2 DLCs. The 8 regular base 8 had 32. And then they added DLCs on top of that. And then they added another DLC on top of that. So in reality, 30 tracks I'd say is a pretty good number. But I'd be hopeful for DLC. Be hopeful that they are able to do some sort of DLC for this game, because I would definitely buy it if it's a good game. If it's a good game, I'd buy it, and if it's not too expensive. But yeah, the price for this game is a bit insane. I mean, you can see. They're saying raise the price now. The AI generated is mixed opinions about the price of the upcoming game. Some are asking for a price drop, and others are asking to be higher, which is probably just ironic, because yeah, it's expensive, and people have talked about how the gaming industry is gonna go up because of this, and they're maybe not wrong. This is a little rough, but I don't know. I would also agree to drop the price. Like, we're talking $80 for a game, for a Mario Kart game. Like, that's $80 American, by the way. Like, that's not even Canadian. Canadian, it's like $100. $100 for Mario Kart? Are you kidding me? I don't care whether it's an open world or not. I already just said earlier, I don't really like open world games. I don't care what type of game it is. $100 is a lot of money for a game. Not to mention the system itself is like $700 Canadian. So Nintendo's literally asking me if I want to play this game early, or really at any point, because Nintendo does not put their games on sale very often, and they never like drop the price permanently. Nintendo's basically saying if I want to play this game, I have to spend $800, which is insane amount of money. Like, I don't just have $800 lying around. So that's why you need to subscribe, because it gets me closer to being monetized. And then I can afford an $800 Switch. That's a pro streamer right there. That's a pro streamer move. We're a minute away. One more minute. One more minute, chat. Do you think I probably should have started recording a while ago, but honestly, whatever. I won't make this into a YouTube video. Let's be real, chat. Let's be real. I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit anything. It's cringe and lame. No one wants to do that. I just hope it sounds good for when it inevitably goes up onto YouTube. The anticipation builds. My leg is starting to jitter as I get excited for Mario Kart World. It's 8 o'clock. It's ready. It's time. 8 o'clock my time, I guess. It's time. It's the hour. It's the hour that the direct starts. Okay, start. Play the video. Somebody push play. Tell the guy at Nintendo headquarters to push. Oh my gosh, he did it. Here we go. So that's Koopa Beach. This is Ghost Valley. Okay, that's new. That has not been announced. Didn't know about Ghost Valley. This is Wario Stadium in 64. This one is a new track. This one's Daffodil something or other.
Your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game. Available exclusively on the Nintendo
The music
Switch
playing is the 8 Deluxe main theme.
What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean,
How is that?
you can drive
Hopefully the audio's
virtually
okay.
everywhere in this fully interconnected world. Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that
Hopefully they
span
are.
this world, and you can freely drive between them. There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line.
That's pretty good.
Let's introduce some of the courses that are.
Oh, here we go. Just what I was saying. They're introducing some of the courses. Here we go. Oh, some of the courses, not even all of them. Okay, here we go. I'm down for this, though.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
I like it.
Let's take a look at
Kind
some
of.
the new
If they're
courses
good, they better be
displayed.
good.
Ride the ridges and roads on Mario
We've
Brothers
seen this
Circuit.
one. The
And
grind rails are going to be really interesting in this game.
you can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street.
City racetrack.
Drift along the rapid
We know what I think of
waves
those.
Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals.
I really like the driving on top of water. It's new and fresh and different.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
This track looks really good. I love the
Just a
Galaxy
slip off
inspiration.
while soaking up the scenery.
Oh, the penguin's dead.
Have a spirited
This one, though,
adventure
this
in
one looks
closely
cool,
made
man.
cinema.
Driving through the screen, oh my gosh. This one looks like by far the best track in the game. And with the way Boo's redesign
In
goes.
addition to lots of new courses, there's
Toad Factory! Yeah, everyone
Peach
clap.
Beach,
Peach Beach.
Wario Shipyard,
We saw this one
and
already.
more.
And more.
Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world.
Why don't they
where
just
races can
announce
happen
all the
during
courses
day
because they're all on
or
the
at
map?
night.
The music remix for Toad Factory sounds nice.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach,
They're not going to announce all the characters or tracks, hey?
and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like
Yeah, my main. Goomba, my main. Yeah.
Spike. And that's right, Cow.
Cow. Let's go.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character.
So that looks like there's also
Choose your
touring
vehicle,
there.
then
Maybe that's a
you're
touring type.
off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
Cool. All the characters have different stats as well. It's not really a big announcement,
There are
but
two main
at least it's here.
styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour.
Is there like a versus mode of this? I haven't heard of versus or battle for that
Modes
matter.
up to 24
Is Wario wearing a
to
bee suit?
participate, the most in series history. Your rivals aren't
Oh,
the
why-
only
what is this
hazards
music?
to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers.
What is this? What track is this from? I know this music.
Try to steer clear.
It's from a. I almost want to say Delfino Plaza, but I don't think so.
Get ready for Grand Prix with races are held all around the
Oh my
game's world.
gosh, they're not gonna
You'll
show
race through
anything.
4 different courses in each cup
Cringe.
and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit,
Can you not do a skip there? Oh, there's a skip here. That's a big skip.
while the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
A lot of this we've already seen. Like I've already seen this Grand
For
Prix.
the first time,
We've
you'll
watched
need
it.
to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel.
Did you say the first time?
And if you
Oh,
conquer all
pretty.
Grand Prix cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Oh, you have to beat every Grand Prix to unlock
Next
Rainbow
up
Road.
is a new mode.
Okay,
Knockout
that's
Tour.
cool. I don't mind that.
From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
Yeah, we already know this one too. Like this has been announced. We've seen this in the treehouse. We've seen this in the previews. We've literally seen this exact same shot, like in the Nintendo Direct.
Competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour.
Drive to Survive, like the Formula One show.
And aim for first place.
I'm still waiting for them to announce the Waluigi's taco stand reference in this game. When is he gonna get his reference?
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear.
Oh,
Now's your
really?
chance to grab
No
them.
way. Wait, a coin shell makes
Don't let
coins
your
appear?
rivals cash in.
That's crazy.
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the hammer
Ice.
in an arc.
It just.
And nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off.
The hammer's cool. The hammer's a cool new one.
Mega Mushroom.
I'm excited to see
With the
Mega Mushroom here.
Go big, so your rivals will go home.
I like Mega Mushroom.
Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks. You may even discover some unexpected routes.
Oh, dude, the
Comics magic, your rivals
the
will
flippin'
transform.
speedrunner community is salivating over that
What
one.
other mysterious effects will happen? You'll have to see for yourself. The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items,
I don't like the lightning in this game. The lightning works just completely different. It just stops all the racers very briefly and doesn't make them small or anything.
and if you're new to the Mario Kart series,
Look at him.
there
He's
are some
vibing.
support features to help you along the way.
Look at him dance. Oh man, I love Toad's little jig.
These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course. Tilt
This is the
controls.
Dino Jungle
You can
remix.
hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer.
Nobody wants that unless it's faster like it was in 8 Deluxe.
You can feel like you're really driving. Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now.
Yeah, it does actually. I'm really hungry.
It's a drive-through.
I didn't eat breakfast yet.
Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go.
Yoshi would work at like he would own a fast food chain.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's inspired by your
Sushi
meal.
and-
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Nice threads.
And then
Once
you
unlocked,
okay, that
these
explains why it
outfits
says like
display
Happy and
character
Matsuri
selection
down
screen.
there like below the character name. That's
Who
why.
knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop and check out these.
There's probably
drive-thrus
one
all
of
around the
each
world.
style for each character. There's probably a Western variant of each
That
character.
was a nice detour.
Or like a
Now let's get
ooh,
back
that
to
looks
the
that's a
action.
good costume for Toadette actually. That's cool.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race.
Okay.
Charge jump. You
What?
Can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead.
Oh,
Turn
no
your
way.
buttons to jump.
Oh, dude, the tech is
Use this
insane.
to leap over obstacles.
No, it's oh my gosh.
Along power lines. And dodge attacks
Okay,
with
that's
obstacles.
cool. Okay, that's really sick.
And if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride.
No, the tech in this game. Oh, the tech in this game. Oh no.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places.
Oh my gosh.
So close. Almost there.
The tech in this game is gonna be nuts.
Be kind and rewind.
Why is there a rewind feature?
To its original position.
That's so crazy. Why would they have? Why do we want that? He's already in last.
Come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
Oh my gosh, dude. This game is gonna be busted with tech.
Keep in mind, though, your rivals
Holy
will
frick.
normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Can you? Oh, it can use the free roam and when playing solo. Okay, so it can't be used online. That's good.
Wanna take a spin?
Oh, battle. Here we go. Here we go.
In time trials, it's you against the clock. Here you can race without any other competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around
Yeah, that
the
makes
world.
sense. That's from 8 Deluxe.
Customize the rules of the road in Versus.
Okay, here's versus. Here we go. I was just talking about versus.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course, or you can choose to drive the distance
Oh, nice.
from one course to another.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix.
You can bounce off their heads? No.
Up to 20
No.
drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
You can bounce off other drivers' heads?
Pedal to
The
metal.
tech is gonna be insane in this thing. The tech's gonna be insane.
Next up, battle mode. Pop off locally or online in balloon battle.
Here we go.
To burst your rivals' balloons.
It
Pop
looks.
the ball and your
It.
rival's out.
It's basically Mario Kart 8, the original Mario Kart 8's battle mode, where you just go on tracks and fight each other. Oh wait, hold on. This is Donut. This is Donut. The big donut track from N64. Oh, that's sick. There is actually battle courses then. Well, that's cool. I wonder if those are in the free roam.
When you're not
Like if those
racing,
just show up in
you
the
can
open world.
enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers.
You got the Bob on Battlefield music. Why is the Bob on Battlefield music playing?
Drive
There
the
must be some sort of music mode in the game.
or jump off from way up here.
Oh, that's sick.
You can go wherever you like.
Also, I like the infinite tricks. You can just do as many as you want.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there. Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world.
Hundreds? How much time do you think I'm going to spend in this, man?
Completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
Yeah, but what do I get for completing them?
There are
Oh.
also hidden coins,
Yep.
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route
Hmm.
and explore.
Okay. Kind of seems...
Also,
It seems like there isn't really anything...
you can take
There
photos
isn't any
whenever
reason to
you
do
want.
the free roam ever. A little bit surprised, but,
Strike a pose. Look at the camera.
you know, whatever.
Choose a frame to decorate and nice. That one's a winner.
Mario Odyssey's... Is that what they're going to say about free roam?
One person
That's
has
crazy.
Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system. The game also supports
Dolphin.
local wireless.
On the dolphin bike.
Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this
That's pretty
way.
good. You can do 16 locally. That's pretty good.
And up to 20
Oh, is that the
players
menu?
from
That's the
around
menu.
world
That's
can
cool.
join a race or battle in online
I'm excited to do online. I'm excited to do online knockout rally. That seems like the most fun to me. I don't really care too much about just regular. I mean, online racing is
This is
probably what I'm
more
gonna do the
than
most
free
of too.
roam,
But like,
this is where
knockout
you
rally
race
looks
while
fun.
your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world.
Oh, cool. You can just.
By checking the map, you
That's
can
cool.
quickly see
You would
where
just-
your friends are and travel to
Wow.
their location.
Your friends can just show up in your game. That's cool.
Battle or race with custom rules.
Oh, this is a cool track. Look at how nice that track
Just
looks.
go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
It really seems like there's not a lot to do in free roam.
You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
That's a cool photo, though. That's a nice reference. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's really anything going on in free roam, just that it exists.
Enjoy an
I'm a little bit
expanded experience
surprised.
by talking online with friends. Use the
I'm
phone
never gonna
phone
use
to
game chat,
voice
probably.
while driving
I
together.
might use. I probably won't though.
Let's go. Check this out.
Oh, go into the truck. Go to the truck.
Nice.
You can just go into a truck.
Take a back seat and watch each other's game screens.
It's cool that when you go into the truck, you can just destroy the environment. That's cool.
You can enjoy seeing
This is
your
just an ad for the.
reactions
We've already
while
seen the
playing
cameraman. We've already seen this.
Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an
In a
instant.
giant thing that covers your entire screen. That's really annoying. Look at how annoying that is.
And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
Oh, that's cool. But still, that's a really, really annoying. Like, why do I want my head to be that big? Also, I'm sitting right next to them. Why do I want that? I'm sitting right next to the people. I'll just look over at their face if I want to see their face. Oh, that's cool. There's just a... Is that it? Is that going to be the whole direct? Oh, I can't see the time. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
A transcontinental race
There's a can you get in the helicopter?
is just around the corner in Mario Kart
I don't know.
available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
This is just, I don't know. They didn't show us anything interesting in that. That was it. Like, they didn't show us anything interesting. Well, okay, one interesting thing in this. That was it. Because we already know what every track is. We already know them all. Like they've been leaked by people who've actually played the game at the test sessions. It's done. We have footage of so many of the tracks. Why would you not just like confirm every single track? Why would you show a few tracks and be like, look guys, there's more? And I get it makes sense. Like, it makes people be like, I have to buy the game to see what tracks are in it. But it more likely just makes people say, I'm gonna wait to buy the game to see what tracks are in it. Because the general consumer now doesn't know. I mean, they've already been leaked. Like, we all know. If you want to find it, you can. But the general consumer, you know, Donna with her is going to buy it for her kids, does not know. So why not just announce it all? You know what I mean? Same thing with like the character roster. Like, it still seems like it's, you know, we know them all, but it seems like it's still being hidden a little bit. Same with the costumes. It's like, well, I don't know. It's like we know it all, but we also don't know it all. It's like we know it all from speculation. Let's see if I can go back. There was one thing that really was necessary here. Everything else is like what? Like, I don't. It doesn't.
Star Cup and more.
It doesn't really matter so much about
all around the game's world.
the tracks or the way that things work. We already know. Like, we've seen it like 2 or 3 times already now.
Take you from one end of the world,
But like, I want to see the tracks.
and if you conquer all Grand Prix,
You know, like this is probably a cutscene from the game,
has it that a
That's
certain
Rainbow
global
Road.
course will appear.
which makes sense because it's going to appear somewhere right next to Peach Stadium on the map. It's already been leaked, just like we know. Like, we know that already. And a lot of the tracks they showed too were just showing off in Treehouse. Like, we've seen this already. We've seen all the items in the game. I want specifics on what Kamek does, right? Like, they showed off, where is it? They showed off Kamek, but they didn't actually like.
What other mysterious effects will happen?
They didn't actually
You'll have to
say anything. They're just like, you have to figure out what's gonna happen. It doesn't really say what Kamek does, just that Kamek's here. Like, we already know Kamek's here. We don't know what it does, that we want you to tell us what it does. We got confirmation that that this unlocks the costumes, which is kind of nice.
And
Gives you a little speed boost.
you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
I wonder if the meals are region specific as well. Because if the outfits are inspired by your meal, I wonder if the meals are region specific. Which would make sense, because I mean, that's somewhat of a reason to do a free roam mode, somewhat, but not really. You know what I mean? It's more of a reason to play every single character in the game than to do free roam. But I'm sure you can grind that out pretty quick if you just sit in front of a bag spawn and then just swap characters in a certain region and then just do it for. You just grind that out for like an hour or whatever it'll be. No announcement of DLC, no, which makes sense. You know, I wasn't really expecting a DLC announcement, but it's like, you know, we saw Wario pirate costume. Like that's new, but is that really worthy of a whole 15-minute direct? You know what I mean? This is the only good. This is the feature here. Charge jump. This is the feature. This feature here is going to break this game. It is going to make this game maybe the most tech-heavy Mario Kart that we've seen.
To charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight
Dude,
ahead,
like,
charge and release to jump.
look at that. That's gonna break. It's similar to me. My first thought is going back to like the doing a wheelie in Mario Kart Wii, and how it makes bikes in that game just infinitely faster. Because yeah, you know they don't get as much boost from drifting, but they're on every long straightaway. They're way faster than you. It's very similar to that to me. And then you can combo that into rails or combo that off of the top of cars, which is especially good, the car one especially, because there are cars everywhere in what we've seen. Like if you're doing Grand Prix normally, or at least normally for this game, there's cars everywhere, so much traffic, and you can probably bounce off tons of cars to get way ahead, or hop onto the rails on the sides of the track as well, or hop onto walls, which is another huge bit of tech that you can just drive on any wall in the game.
You jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for
Like, look at that. It's designed. Look at this. Look at this. It's designed for you to jump off the track here and go on the inside onto the wall here, and drift there. That is so neat. That is so cool. This game is gonna be so tech heavy. To me, having a little charge jump like that I'm gonna have to learn to figure out, almost makes the game like I'm good to ignore that it's open world and the track design is gonna suffer for that. Like having a charge jump and the ability to wall ride anywhere is crazy. That is a wild thing. Let's see if we can go back a bit here. Look at this.
to leap over obstacles.
Oh man! And later on in the trailer, I hope I can find it. He shows him like leaping off a guy's head, which is also really cool. Like the feather is cool, but why ever use it? Look at that! Look at that! That's crazy. He just leaps off his head.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in
That's cool, man. A little, just I know it's such a small boost, but in Mario Kart, like you just know that's a huge advantage. That's so crazy huge. Man, that's good. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, okay. That is the coolest thing they announced in this direct. Probably the only reason why this direct. Oh, and battle mode too.
Up to 24 drivers can now compete.
That's cool though.
3 or even 4
Team Race is cool. I mean, I don't know anybody who plays Team Race.
pedal to the metal.
It seems like
Rivals balloons.
oh, no, this is a battle course. Okay, so it seems like there is actual specific battle courses in this game. I thought it was like 8 Deluxe when I saw this, because this looks very similar to like Peach's Stadium, and it probably is, but it's also like it's a specific course, which is cool. Also, I like Sidestepper's little picture down here. Like that just looks like a PNG of Sidestepper. That's all. The rest of it's all their heads. Sidestepper's just his whole self. Okay, so this is a new battle course then.
Them all and your rivals out.
That's good to know. It doesn't really say how, balloon battle's gonna work. It kind of just says that it's here, but you can see at the 5 balloons. It doesn't really say like if you lose all 5, are you out? Do you respawn with more balloons? It doesn't really say. I'm gonna assume you're out, but maybe you could run around like a ghost, like you could in original 8. Having donut, I think this is called Big Donut. I think this is called Big Donut. I think that's what this track is. That's cool. I think this was in 7. It's originally from N64, but it was brought back in 7. And it's cool that it's here. It's really cool that it's here, honestly. It's good confirmation too. Like this, it's not for sure where this is on the map, but it does look like. I mean, you can look at the background. Like that looks like Bowser's Castle to me. So I'm gonna assume that it's nearby to that, which is cool. And also, you can see like there's 4 teams in Balloon Battle now too, which I guess makes sense because there was gonna be 4 teams in Team Race. But there's 4 teams in Balloon Battles: red, blue, green, and yellow, which is just below here. You could see that on the previous course as well. If I can go back to it.
Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use to burst your rival's balloon.
There you go. See, you can see the same thing: yellow, green, red, and blue. So there's 4 different teams, that's kind of nice. I preferred solo battle anyway. I didn't like in Mario Kart Wii about how you were kind of forced to be on a team. I preferred solo battle. I think that's more fun. But if you want to do teams, now you can do 4 different teams. You can have, all 4 of your siblings or friends be on different teams with different CPUs and see what happens, right? That's neat. That's a neat little, just a different way to play the game. What else do I need to... What else should I talk about? The free roam kind of seems like it has nothing to do.
Ride the rivers.
Like you can drive around and explore,
See the seas.
which is, driving around and exploring is cool for whatever it is.
Or jump off
But they did not announce like a story mode. There's no story mode. There's no
even to the edges of the world.
I should say there is a story mode per se. But it's just a way to unlock Rainbow Road, and that's by doing the Grand Prix. So free roam here, why is it here? That's my question.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Like, yeah, like here's a little side quest thingy, but what do you get for completing this? What's the point?
Hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to
Like,
start
there's hundreds, yeah, sure, but what's the point?
By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of racing.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can see there. If I can go back.
Driving ability outside of races.
If I go back a bit, here he gets like a sticker. You cleared a mission, a Wario. I don't know what this. A Wario Motors mission, I guess. So maybe the Wario gives you quests or whatever. And there's obviously just straight up collectibles, just Peach collectibles. I don't know. The hidden panels too just seem like.
So take the scenic route and explore.
Not really a point. I don't know because the way you unlock costumes is by getting the burgers or by getting the food bags, which you can do anywhere. You can do that during races. We've seen that. You can do that during any race. So what's the point of getting the what's the point of like going in after and 100%ing the game? They didn't really announce like, oh, something special is going to happen if you get them all, like it's just stuff to do in the game, which is like, it's fine. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in open world games that are there just to do, but usually gets you something, some sort of new outfit or new ability or a new weapon, something, or even just like money, like coins, currency to buy stuff from other shops. It's like this game, they don't really have like a shop. The way you unlock costumes is not by getting coins and buying them. It's by just finding them and randomly getting them. Just finding bags in certain regions, which you can just do anytime. So I don't really understand the need for an open world in this game. I don't really understand why they would put it in, apart from it just being cool and making the game fast and more expensive. This direct did not, for me, make it feel worth it. Worth $80. This makes it feel better because specifically there's cool tech you can do in the game, which makes me want to play it. Like, this game is going to be crazy tech heavy, and I really, really am excited to play this game and learn how to do the tech with the charge jump and the wall riding. What the fastest route on this thing is going to be, like, there's going to be some insane routes on this in this game. Stuff like just crazy, crazy stuff. Like in Sky Asane driving on the inside of the wall, stuff like that. We're just gonna be there's gonna see some insane shortcuts that you're gonna be able to do with that charge jump. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Other than that, though, I don't really see, and that does not make the game worth $80 to me, or $100, I guess, in my currency in Canadian. Does not make this game worth $100. It'd be worth 80, but especially when you have an open world that doesn't really do anything. To me, boy, this does not feel like it's worth all that. You know what I mean? This is obviously the menu of the game too. There's like a little tutorial bit down here we didn't see, and also what is this? What is 1-up fuel? Is that like 100% completion bit? I guess they announced split screen, which was kind of expected. Like, what are these two buttons though?
Also supports local.
Like, we never see what those are, which is a little. Oh, this looks like a tutorial bit. So, is there still more they're hiding about the free roam? Because, like, what do these buttons do? This looks like obviously, like I said before, it looks like a tutorial. So maybe this is just a tutorial button, like read up on how to do stuff. What is this though? Just look at the map, tells you about the locations. What is this then? You know what I mean? If I had to guess, my initial thought is that this is a sticker book for all the things you do in the open world. As you can see, I got past it. Right here, like, there's a sticker here. So my guess is that that's a sticker book for all those stickers. That would be my initial guess. But I don't know. Why is it grayed out too? Like, is there a reason why it's grayed out? Also, here we go. So he just went into online. This is confirmation as well that the VR is back. The your gamer points are back, and they start at 3,000 this time because I bet you gain more and lose more with there being double the racers in this game. That's cool. It's also still looks like it's separated by looks like it's separated by mode still, which is also a nice touch. I liked that it was separated by mode. Like your battle mode VR does not really affect your racing VR and so forth and so on. But hopefully it doesn't really matter again, just like it did in 8 Deluxe. It's just points to show how much you've played really, or how much you've won while playing. Didn't really matter too much, but it was a cool little number that I could put beside my name. Oh, I was gonna say this is the points, but this is very different from the points. I don't know what that is. This is just the end screen, I guess. What else I want to see? I want to show the map here. Do we get a good? There we go. So this is kind of a good picture of the whole map. So this is the map. This is the whole map. So we actually know what every single one of these tracks are from the Nintendo trailers, and also you can kind of guess at them, right? Like this here is Toad's Factory. This is Peach Stadium. We obviously know like this is the DK Spaceport, Crown City. I don't remember what this one is. This is Mario Bros Circuit. Wario Shipyard's over here. Koopa Beach is down here. That kind of stuff. This is Dino Dino Jungle. This one's new. Like this is the Bowser's Castle. And I'm assuming this is where Donut, the big donut is as well. I'm curious to see what other battle courses are going to be in this game, because, or maybe this is Big Donut actually, because it's a round circle. I'm curious to see what other courses are going to end up being in this game though, because, or what other courses and what other battle courses, because they kind of just showed two, like Big Donut and the new one, the new kind of, it's not Peach's Stadium. It's we've seen that. It's the one on the Knockout Tour. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to mention. Very, very niche thing to mention, but it mattered to me. See if I can find it here. Is this it? This is it. One more very niche thing I forgot to mention, but if you tuned into my last stream, I was talking a bit about... No, not my last stream. 2 streams ago. I was talking a bit about there's a cool way to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe where if you turn on auto accelerate and smart steering and you just kind of let the cars go, it's actually pretty fun to play with friends. And the only thing you can do is push the item button to decide when to use your items. So now you can actually fully automate your races. You can have smart steering, auto accelerate, and auto use item on, and then you can just make it so that like you just get to watch the cars drive, which I know sounds boring to a lot of you and is probably only interesting to me, but I find that really fun, and I'm definitely going to try it with a bunch of my buddies. We'll get them together, we'll pick carts, and now you don't have to build the carts yourself, so it makes it a little less interesting in that way, I guess, but you get to pick the carts, you get to pick the character, and then just see which one does the best, which I think is pretty fun. That's a very niche thing. I just wanted to mention it because I thought it was cool. There's one more thing I wanted to see. I'm not sure if I can find it. I don't know if they talked about it. But I was wondering if 200cc was brought back in this game, because I don't think we saw it. I'm just trying to remember if at any point they selected what CC they were on. I think they did. Maybe it's more towards the end. Yeah, kind of like on this screen. There we go. So it looks like you're able to go to the right or left here, which would be 200cc or 100cc, but it's also possible that it just loops back around to 50. So we have no confirmation that 200cc is in the game, which is interesting. 200cc, I would say, has become beloved, and obviously was in Tour, so...
Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
I don't know. Yeah, I think there's one more thing. I keep on thinking of more things to say, but I have to go eat soon. I'm hungry. Let's see.
They're reimagined and spread throughout the world.
Oh, okay. Here's all the courses. So, okay, here's all the courses with them popped out. I think they're just not popped out on the later map. We can reference that. Yeah, I think they're not popped out when you do the join friends thing, which is fine. So anyway, this is still all the courses. What was I gonna say? Where's Boo Cinema? I love Boo Cinema. That track looks so sick. Look at this.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
Look at this track. That looks so cool.
Movie theater Boo Cinema.
Driving into the screen.
Drive-in theater.
Oh man,
And
that looks like that's got to be the coolest track in the game. I'm so excited to get my hands on that thing.
in addition to lots of new
I think this is
courses,
Bowser's Castle, which I mean that also looks like a really good one.
Factory. Peach Beach.
This Peach Beach looks wildly different. Like, why are they riding on the water? Like, I know, like you can't. That's not Peach Beach. That's not what Peach Beach looks like. You can't drive on the water in Peach Beach. I mean, you can drive through it, but like you can't drive on it.
Wario
And as already previously mentioned, I don't think I talked about this on stream, but like Wario Shipyard's a wildly different track now because they took away underwater driving. So now it's all above water, which I think makes it cool, but probably a little less intricate. It's more like flat. There's not much to see, I guess, when you're driving. It's more sort of just flat, jumping over the tricks over the water or whatever.
and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're
Yeah, that is cool stuff. Gotta say, I'm more excited for this game than I was before. I am much more excited for it than I was last time, and that's mostly because of the charge jump and no other reason. Charge jump is crazy. There's gonna be some nutty tech in this game. I'm very excited for it. Yeah, but I think it's gonna do it for the stream. I will be streaming again tomorrow to finish up our... Oh, they disabled the chat. Oh, they disabled the chat. No way. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, I'll be streaming Friday. We'll wrap up our Mario Kart saga on the channel, and then I can move on to play a new game, a different game. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for coming out to my silly reaction to the Nintendo Direct. And I will see you guys tomorrow.